I brought the Osprey Transporter 36 on a trip a few months ago, and while it's not my favorite backpack I've ever tested, I wanted to show you some features that I do like on this bag and compare it to some of the features on the Osprey Farpoint 40. Overall, the dimensions on the Transporter travel pack are designed to be a mid-size carry-on, not huge max capacity, but not too small. It fits into a good 36-liter sweet spot that's large enough to carry all your gear for long-term travel, but it's not too big or heavy when you're carrying it long distances. Comparing materials here between the Transporter and the Farpoint, this bag uses kind of a mid-weight plastic coated ripstop fabric. It's a little bit thicker, it's more waterproof than the DWR treated over here on the Farpoint. However, without waterproof zippers, neither of these bags are going to do a great job in keeping the rain out. Comparing the other features on these bags, they're really quite a bit different. Transporter, kind of more of a rectangular, boxy, clamshell style opening bag with individual zipper compartments. Compare that to the Farpoint. It has a large single panel opening, packs much more like a duffel bag with great compression straps and a better carry system. Osprey has made some changes in the latest update. The one I have here is the most recent 2025 version, but if you want to see a comparison, I have a video in the description that shows you some of the design evolutions of this pack over time. Now, starting out with a comparison overview on the features between these two bags, I'll start out with looking at the external features. Osprey removed this large front organizational panel on this bag a while ago, so now the Farpoint doesn't really have a whole lot of external organization. It has these two stretchy front pockets, the top slash pocket and laptop compartment, but that's pretty much it for external organization. This is where the Transporter wins if you like external small gear organization. Large front pocket with some more internal dividers. You can see from the side this pocket has its own volume, large enough for maybe a light jacket. Top slash pocket, fuzzy line for sunglasses, and side pocket over here, zippered, large enough. You can use a regular water bottle pocket or pretty much any gear, as well as that same external laptop compartment. A second major difference between these two bags is the carry systems. Comparing it to the Osprey Daylight 26.6 expandable, you can see these bags look very similar. The Transporter, kind of just a large rectangular boxy version of this smaller bag, flat back, kind of thinner shoulder straps, ridged back padding, not a lot of the weight and adjustability. There's no top load adjusters or optional hip belt. Compare that to the Farpoint 40. This bag has a rigid metal frame going around the outside, giving this bag a lot more structure. The shoulder straps are wider, they're thicker padded. The back padding is slightly curved, has a lot more airflow. Also a lot more adjustability here with these removable top load adjusters, and these built-in padded hip belts help take a lot of weight off your shoulders. So all in all, Farpoint, definitely I found it to be a much more comfortable bag to carry, especially if you have these bags fully loaded, full weight, or you're taking them on a longer trip. The next major thing to compare between these two packs is the interior design, which neither system necessarily being better, but more reflecting your personal preference and how you like to pack your travel bag. The Transporter is going to open from the side, full clamshell zipper here, connected on one side, giving you two separate compartments, each one with a zippered mesh divider and two more zipper mesh pockets here on the inside divider. This setup is nice if you like your gear more organized, lets you separate your clothes out into different compartments and keep everything in its own space without moving around inside your bag. The Farpoint, on the other hand, is just one large duffel style opening. Advantage is it's just really easy to pack, but you're going to be more limited on where you can put your stuff. Probably going to have to rely more on packing cubes and pouches to separate your gear. Also, not a lot of interior organization here, just one zipper pocket in the lid. And because there's not really external organization, this top slash pocket kind of pops in here into the main compartment, and you can see the laptop padding. Also, anything you put in these external pockets, they're stretchy, but still going to press inside the bag, kind of competing with volume. One advantage of this bag, though, that I really like is it's really forgiving in your packing style. You kind of just throw everything in here, zip it up. It has these two large compression strap sides, kind of fold over the bag, zipper them together on the top. And really, it doesn't matter how you pack or what you pack inside the main bag. You can just really cinch it down to squish down your gear, keep it all compact. As I mentioned, the Farpoint laptop sleeve goes inside of the main compartment. You can see this is the padding for this externally accessed sleeve that comes from a different top access zipper pocket. This is nice because it's a little bit shorter, easier to get your laptop in and out. This bag has a lot of structure, so it keeps it nice and padded. Compare that over here to the transporter. This laptop opening sleeve is just much, much larger. It does have this thinner sleeve here in the back, but kind of just this open main compartment you could use for, I don't know, an extra monitor or something like that. Both of these have a false bottom, so that's nice and protected there. But you saw I was kind of folding this bag. This bag doesn't have that metal frame structure. It just relies on this foam padding. So you do need to be maybe a little bit careful with this about the structure so it doesn't damage your laptop. As far as my practical thoughts on these bags, having taken them both on carry-on flights, my preference, if I had to choose between these, is definitely going to be the Farpoint. I like the large duffel bag packing style. It's easy to pack, it's forgiving. You can always cinch down these straps if you tend to overpack this bag. Downsides is because you have these compression straps, everything's all kind of cinched down. It does make it a little bit more complicated to open the bag when you're carrying it or try to get to stuff inside when you're on the road. On the other hand, the transporter has much better external organization. There's more pockets on the outside, more organized, easier to separate your small gear and find it when you're carrying this bag on the road. The biggest downfalls for me with this bag is the shape and the carry straps. It's kind of a giant rectangle with just foam pads for structure. The bag is a little bit blocky, not super comfortable to carry. The straps are smallish and there's not a whole lot of adjustability. I hope you like that comparison between the Osprey Transporter Travel Pack 36 and the Osprey Farpoint 40. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about either of these bags. And again, thanks for watching.